Hello everyone, my name's Leo with SuperTech. Today we're working on an original PlayStation 4 console that a customer brought to me. Basically the HDMI port itself. And we'll go ahead and show you real quick, which is right there. Let me see if I can zoom into it. HDMI port, it is completely destroyed. So we are going to have to replace the HDMI port, but also notice that let me get the camera angle back together. Also notice that this console is actually suffocating in there. Look how dirty this console actually is with dust. I don't think it's ever been cleaned before. And it's the same way on both ends. So we're going to do, of course, a little TLC on this console, cleaning it out as we're taking it apart. So yeah, we're going to clean it out. And of course, we're going to replace the HDMI port. I don't believe that there is any other issues. I did test the console when the customer was here. It did give us a white light of death, which we might as well go ahead and show you that now. It does have a white light of death on this console. White light of death, for those of you that are new to this channel, what that means is basically that it turns on. It's actually booting to where the dashboard would be for a PlayStation 4. There's just no display. And now we're not even going to attempt putting the HDMI because my HDMI cable could definitely cause some sort of shortage if I even attempt to connect to it. So we're just going to go ahead and turn it on. As you can see. I do hear the optical drive though spinning as soon as I turn it on. I don't know why the optical drive is spinning like that. It's probably dirty in there as well. Let's see, is there a game? The jack button's not working. So the only thing I am going to attempt to do to this console, because this is the only thing the customer is going to be paying for, is the HDMI. Of course, I normally, with every single console that I receive from a customer, I do clean up as well along the way. But if this console has any other issues, unfortunately, they're not covered. It went to a blue light. Yeah, if there's any other issues with this console they're not covered, I will let the customer know, hey, you've got an issue with such thing, and they'll decide whether they want to proceed. And if so, of course, it is additional, especially if it's parts. Maybe not additional in labor, but definitely additional in part cost. Now, this console did go back to a blue light. Okay, now we're back to a white light, so that's good. Alrighty, so we're going to go ahead and take this console apart. I am going to time-lapse me taking this console apart as I'm actually cleaning it out as well. And then we'll get to the HDMI port section right afterwards. Alright, so this here is actually going to be the money shot, or at least one of the money shots here. Woo! Whoa, 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 whoa. You see that? All that build-up dust. Wow. second money shot. Wow. Okay, let's get it cleaned up. So this is, I'm not even sure which money shot this is, but look at this heat sink over here. Definitely has no room to breathe. So yeah, let's get that taken care of as well. Alrighty, we've got this console put together just enough. Well, not together, but we've got this console cleaned up basically. Right where we needed. And it's a whole lot better than how it was when it was brought to us. So let's go ahead and put this console back together, and let's go ahead and fix this HDMI port. Alrighty, so we've got the board completely out of the chassis now, the actual case itself. We've cleaned the actual board, we've cleaned the console along the way as we were taking it apart. So the HDMI port, yeah, definitely, and I'm not sure if you can actually see that right there. Look at this HDMI port. That's the way it looks. The entire shell of the actual HDMI port itself was actually broken off of the console. Does not look good. Let's get under the microscope and see exactly what it looks like on the pin section. So under the microscope, this is basically what this board is looking like. Yeah, it's not looking the greatest at all. Let me get a clearer view for you. There you go. It isn't looking very, very good. Now the good thing is though, it looks like the pins themselves may still be intact. Hopefully we don't have any torn pads. I don't believe we have any torn pads. No, we do not. Which is a huge, huge plus. I think this HDMI port can still work like this. No, it cannot work like this anymore. So let's go ahead and get this piece of the HDMI port completely off. To do that, of course, we need to add some flux. and then some low melt solder to this. Yeah, this flux has hardened. All right, let's go ahead and get our low melt solder. Yes, low melt solder. Okay, I've got my low melt solder. And my low melt solder I do buy off of Amazon. It is the, and I don't know if you guys can actually see that, but it is the SRA Fast Chip SMD Recovery Remover Alloy. And I get this off of Amazon. Get 4.5 feet of it. I'm actually running out. I'm on my last stick, so need to place another order of either 1 or 2. All right, let's go ahead and add the low melt solder to this HDMI port. Alrighty, let's go ahead and heat up this board and let's see if we can remove this HDMI port. There we go. We got the pieces of the HDMI port completely off. This is going straight to the trash. Alright, let's go ahead and start cleaning up this board. We're going to add some more flux to this and of course some get our wick. Okay, let's go ahead and start wicking the solder off. Alrighty. Top is done. We still have to clean the bottom, but let's heat up the board real quick so we can clean up the top portion of this board real quick with some IPA. Clean this burnt flux off of here. Alrighty, let's go ahead and clean the bottom portion of this board. Alrighty, we got the bottom portion. Let's go ahead and add some flux, and then we'll wick it off. We've got the bottom portion cleaned up. Let's go ahead and make sure the flux gets out of the ground holes. There you go. Flux is completely out of the ground holes. Let's go ahead and clean this section of my... Don't want any of this low melt solder to get to the board. That's perfect. Let's go ahead and grab the port. Need to make an order. I only have 4 left. Goes a port right there. It's a PlayStation 4 original. Let's see that it fits. There we go. There we go. We got the legs to actually fit, and the pins actually match to the actual the pads themselves. Let's go ahead and add some flux so we can go ahead and at least tack down the HDMI port, and then we'll do the legs at the bottom. We're going to use regular solder. Regular leaded solder. It's fine if they're bridged temporarily. Let's turn the board around. Let's go ahead and get these ground holes with some flux, and then of course we'll add some solder to it. Alrighty, we've got the ground holes from the bottom taken care of. Let's go ahead and get this cleaned up. Alrighty, we got the bottom portion taken care of. Let's go ahead and get the pins corrected, pins with the pads, and then of course add some solder to the legs as well. Okay, let's add some solder to the legs. There we go. We've got the legs tacked down. We've got the pins. Let's check the pins just to make sure that they are, or that they look secure. Alright, we're going to do the tug test just to make sure. Yep, tug test, they passed. Let's clean it up and then we'll do a continuity test. Alrighty, we've got this taken care of. Let's go ahead and do a continuity test just to make sure that we don't have any bridge pins or pads. So let me clear out my desk a little bit. Let's get the fume extractor out of the way. And let's go ahead and do a continuity test. We are going to have to move the board around to be able to do this. There you go. Let's grab our probes. Now, if any of the pins are bridged, we will hear the beep sound. So let's go ahead and start testing. All right, we have no bridges. So this console, as it sits, it's fixed. Let's go ahead and test. We're gonna change the thermal paste real quick. We'll put the board together, test to make sure that it all functions. All right, so right now all I need to do is just test. So I'm not going to put it all together just yet. Let's go ahead and test this console to see if it'll actually work, and then we'll put the console together. HDMI. Need the power cable. Where's the power cable at? Where did we push it off to? I need to organize my desk because right now I've got wires all over the place, and sometimes it makes it difficult to actually locate an actual wire. There it is. Let's plug it in. Moment of truth. Let's see if this will work. Let's turn our screen where it shows the PlayStation to see if it comes on. Test bench 3. And let's press power button. Okay. Oh, one of the things I did forget to do to clean out is the actual optical drive. Now the optical drive is spinning, but that wasn't part of the HDMI port. But I am going to clean it out though. Okay, I do see a PlayStation logo, so it looks like this may end up working. All right, it is rebooting on by itself right now. There you go. We got white light, and we should be seeing something on the screen. There we go. We don't have a hard drive, so it's going to show us that. But at least we are seeing an image, so that's good. Let's go ahead and let me go ahead and take the optical drive out, clean the optical drive out, and put the console together. I'm actually glad I decided to look into this because this optical drive, as you can see, the actual rollers themselves are actually not even in its place at all. It is broken, taken off. So let's clean this up and then put this back together. So a lot of you may end up probably asking, are you going to charge them for also fixing the optical drive? No, unfortunately, I'm not going to charge them for it because I was just going to do a cleaning on it, which I normally don't, but I did hear a noise on the optical drive. I should have messaged the customer first, but I did not do that. So I might as well just go ahead and clean it up, put it together, and that's it. I'm not really replacing anything, more so just putting it back together, basically. And I would have had to take it apart anyways to clean it, so. There we go. It is put back together. Check to make sure the sensors are good, and they are. Let's go ahead and put this back in here. Alrighty, we've got the console completely cleaned, repaired, and put together. Let's go ahead and test and make sure that this console is going to fully work. We shouldn't hear any noise anymore off of the optical drive. We did clean it and repair it as well. So there shouldn't be any noise at all coming from this optical drive. So let's go ahead and test real quick, just to make sure that everything's fully functional on it. Alrighty, let's go ahead and swap to the next screen. Test screen bench 3. Yep. And let's go ahead and swap over. Power button on. Okay, we've got the power button on. We got a blue light. Let's wait for it to boot. I did not hear any sound or any noise coming from the optical drive, so that's good. White light. Cannot start PS4. Let me get the controller real quick. Controller's plugged in. It is seeing it. So there is an optical drive in there. It's currently in safe mode. It looks like it needs an update to it. I don't know if the customer is going to want to update though. Connect to USB storage device that contains an update file for reinstallation. So it wants me to reinstall version 9.03. I don't know if the customer wants me to do that. So as of now, I'm going to leave it as it is. I will have to contact the customer just to confirm and validate. But other than that, this console is fully repaired. Other than that, this console is fully repaired. It's cleaned out. Need thermal paste. Optical drives repaired. Let's see if it takes a disc. Where's my disc at? I just need to grab a random disc. Here, we'll put this one in Injustice. Takes it in. And it ejects it. That's awesome. Yep, other than that, this console is repaired. For those of you that actually stayed in tune and actually watched my video, thank you very much. Hopefully you can take something off of this repair. If you have any questions, leave those in the comment section below. If you need a repair to be done, I do have all my links down below in the description where you can actually go ahead and register, create a ticket, or you could request for a quote, and I'll provide you a quote as well. Other than that, thank you again very much. Once again, hit the like button, the subscribe button, and I'll be seeing you on my next video. Subscribing is free, so please help support the Rosales Super Tech. Thanks, everyone. See y'all next time.